on its bucket. And then 21 straight with a touchdown pass. That happened on the pass to Tesla. I talked about that earlier. The highest defense for franchise record.
Anybody coming back in?
Okay, you stay the hell away.
Y'all stay away from over here, okay?
Returned at 25 yards per touchdown. This game, you see Aaron Rodgers numbers are good too. Warren averaging 10 yards. There's second with that 20 streak with touchdown. So they've only for 18 yards today. You get that much pressure on the touchdown. Every time it's second,
So, Wolfie, how you doing, brother? Move. Hey, when some people get in here, Wolfie, I'm gonna do a little game. Thought of something last night. Could be pretty cool. We'll see though. Might be terrible. So we'll just wait a minute. Wait a little bit. Good. How's the fam? Fam's fine. I got the Beags sitting over here. I got all three of my dogs and my wife. She'll be getting home in a little bit. Thank you, man. Hopefully you had a good day too. Anything interesting happened today to you, boss? So I pat my beagle down and dust flies off of her. We just came from the outside. No, lay down. You want to lay down, you can sit here. I'm not going to be pushing you the whole time. We're just not going to do that tonight. Nope. Sorry about lagging so bad last night, LOL. I mean, it could have been me. I don't know. Who the hell knows? It was fine, brother. It was fine. We got some good chat last night. Got some new subs too, so I appreciate it. Nothing happened much today. Yeah, for me either. I just listed some stuff and watched a little terrible football. Swan Song, what's up? How you doing? All right, so since I got a few of the regulars in here, I'll go ahead and let you know that what you can do tonight is we're going to do the same thing Wolfie did last night. This is an open invitation to anybody to go to the community section of Gen Express. At the very top, you'll see a link. Tonight, what I want to do is I want to act like we're taking some phone calls, okay? And I've got a better idea. If you call me up in character, like of a musician, of a famous person, anything like that, if you call me up with a character, I want to try to figure out what that character is. Okay? I know it's just kind of random, but I think it could go some cool places. So if anybody, it's me, Melanie. I changed my YouTube to Positive Vintage. Positive Vintage. Hey, Wolf. Hi, Melanie. So yeah, so if anybody wants to talk or ask a question or play the game, where you act like you are, just get in character or something. Look, if you ever want to go there and click on the link and you don't want to be seen, you can hide your screen. It's got a little option right up here to hide screen. I think it gives you guys that. I'm not positive. But yeah. So I'll just wait on the request. Somebody will what you do is you click on the link and it sends a request to me, and I'll pull it up, and we'll go from there. So if anybody thinks they can challenge me tonight and in that game, and let's not do something really stupid. If you're going to do a celebrity or a musician or something, let's not make it like you know uh, Timothy Two Tone, or I just made up a name from Virginia that I have no idea who that's going to be. He's Daniel. So you know, go in there and click on that, and then we'll go from there. Or y'all can chat with each other for a minute if you want to. Do whatever you need to do. I got a football game on in the background. Pittsburgh and Detroit. My Titans won today against the Chiefs. Pointless win, but a win's a win. All right. Yeah, I hope everybody had a wonderful day. If anybody had any weird stuff happen, let us know. What's up? How's my kid Rock doing tonight? What's up, Heather? Buddy, how was your night? My adopted sister Heather's stepmom passed away this Christmas. Will be hard for me. Your adopted sister Heather's stepmom. I'm really that sucks, man. I'm really sorry for that. Never fun to lose anybody at any time, but around Christmas, it's gotta be extra shitty. But if you ever get sad and you want to come in here and talk to us, we'll try to prop you up a little bit, Heather. Hang in there, okay? Hang in there. A lot of people, if it makes you feel any better, there are a lot of other people that are experienced what you're going through. Sometimes it helps to know that a lot of other people are going through exactly what you're going through. It doesn't, I mean, damn likely. Somebody was trying to call me and get money from Liver Cheese. Good luck with that. Trying to think anything else. I mean, it's just this is that week, man. It's just the slide into Christmas week. I bet a lot of people aren't Wolfie said he'll pray for you, Heather. I'm sure you see it. It's the slide into Christmas week, so I don't know how many people are actually working this week. If you're not working, let's have a good time, okay? Yeah. And Lily's going to try to get her screen time. You can tell I'm in the room. I'm not in the studio today, clearly.
So,
come on, had a really bad incident last night. Jesus loves you. He is coming. Who's gonna call me? Call me. Call me. I had an incident last night, guys, where I'm starting to worry about my little. Do you know an anagram for? Jesus Christ, dude! Already, man. Already. I am work. LOL. I just flipped the beagle. Last night we always have a clusterfuck, pardon my language, but we always have a clusterfuck up here on the bed. And Rue, one of my dogs likes to sleep under the blanket, and the other one, Rue, likes to block the blanket so he can't get under. Last night, Rue got into me a little bit. I was trying to lift the blanket, and Rue bit my hand. I mean, and it was not a nice bite either. It was a hard bite. I thought she broke something in my hand, as in this one. Kind of see it. But anyway, and I mean, for me, I don't give a shit about that, but I just get really concerned because she's gotten into this habit where when she's not in a safe place, she lashes out. And I never want to have to think about getting rid of a dog. You know, I've never had to before, but I don't know. Just the thought of not being able to take her anywhere or do anything with her because I'm afraid of how she's going to act around other dogs and now potentially other people too. I just really got my hands full with her right now. I don't know what to do about it. I pray for you, have patience, and take all your worry away, or not to worry, but cast all cares on him and will and is with you, Christ follower. So who wants to go and click on my link? You know, what'll happen is you'll pop up on my screen. So don't be like naked or anything like that. You know. And then I'll accept you or reject you. I'd like to act like it's a real phone call, you know. Hey, how you doing? We could play this by ear. Yeah, tonight. I guess I should go ahead and start watching some Christmas movies tonight. I haven't really watched any this year except the end of Christmas Vacation and the end of Christmas Story. I don't know. There's only certain ones that I have to watch every year. Sure, everybody else is the same way. Elf is one. Christmas Vacation, have to watch those two. Um, and Muppet Christmas Carol. That was not a hater aggressive bite. He was non-dominant. The dog was. Yeah, she's got a history, man. When we took her home, the first time I saw her, she lunged at me in the cage like she wanted to attack me. And then she was fine. And then we took her home and she fucking snapped. Like we got her out of the car and she's got this thing, man. This place is a real dark place she goes to where we have to snap her out. And if we don't snap her out, then she she gets into this prey mode. He rejected me 2 times last night. No, I did. I did. Finally figured it out. That'll do great help, man, because I kind of got it figured out how we're gonna do it now. Seems like the easiest way. That way I don't have to get anybody's information to send them a link. I can just put it up on the community page. Really, LOL. I really don't care. Really, I don't. Yes, you do, man. You care so much. Rick, you know you care. You care, buddy. Don't act like you don't. Um, ooh, sweet catch. Sweet catch. Nobody wants to call liver cheese. Call me. Call me. I don't know why I keep saying that. I think it's a song, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, get over there. Go see what your sister's doing. Go on.
Previous players under the field. Right? Being on ball, what do you see here? Really, really close.
Oh, I can tell you all about this, guys. If you have the KFC app, I always tell you about their. Oh God damn it, she's wanting to play. No, I know it's cute. I know it's cute. You're cute when you want to play, but no. Look at her. Oh, oh no. Oh shit. And now my other dog's getting jealous, so he's gonna come over and want to play. No.
completions to overtime. Can you let that jump off the screen and then completion? Again, he did have a hand with the movement on the other end of the football on the far nose. It would be the point position.
Oh yeah, the deal you can get at KFC. They have a deal at KFC where you have to get the app. It's a good one though. It's a really good one. I wouldn't steer you wrong. In the app, they have the under deals. It's a one-time use. You can only use it once. Believe me, I've tried. But if you spend $10, you can get a 5-piece or a 5-strip meal, which is a $15 meal. So for free. So what I did was I got a 3-strip meal and then I got the 5-strip meal for free. So I wound up getting 8 strips and a whole bunch of sides and all kinds of stuff for like $10. You can only use it once though. And they give you these 3 types of gravies. It's cool. It's like a gravy tasting kind of thing. Be right back. Yeah. Somebody's laughing. Oh, damn it. Mose, quit trying to rewind the game. I don't want to watch any more of Aaron Rodgers than I have to. All right, go on now. Go on. 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 Oh man. We need a couple atheists in here tonight. So we can get some so we can get or a Wiccan. We need to get a Wiccan in here so we can get some good lively conversation going on. I'd really just rather it be about games tonight than to get anything too heavy, but you know how it is. Hey, I quit being dicks, man. You know, for a family that loves one another, you guys can be such pricks to each other. Yeah, you got flipped over, didn't you? Oh my gosh. Really? Yeah, tear that box up. Tear everything up. Tear everything up. We'll never have a clean house. Ever. You got 3 dogs, you'll never have a clean house. Oh, the beagle gave up. All right, you 2 loud sons of bitches. Don't you start with your lawnmower. Okay, if you start with that lawnmower, you're going outside. Oh. Oh. Guy just tripped somebody. Oh, he tripped the quarterback. What an asshole. Guy just had a brain fart for Pittsburgh in a big part of the game and tripped a player running and got a 15-yard penalty. Ooh. Who's going to be the first one to call me? Call me. Here comes the Beagle again. She's gonna get Beagle slapped. She's gonna get the Beagle. Yes, that guy be tripping. Did you go to church today, Wolfie? How was your service today, brother? Detroit's getting ready to win. Hopefully, well, Detroit's driving with less than a minute left. Not that y'all care, but she will kick your ass, man. She will. You didn't go. You know what? You probably still had your chats. You're okay. Hey, yeah, she will. She's tough, man. She's tough. She gets beat up by my damn by Rue all the time. Like Rue's when you go outside, she wants to play automatically and jumps all over the other dog. Doesn't know how to act. Other dogs are like, are you fucking kidding me? Get her the fuck away from me. Um, so we think honestly that she may be a little bit you know, she's got a little bit of a screw loose. Uh I've never met a dog that act like her, but I've never shied away from a challenge. So, when I say things like, man, I would hate to have to give her up, um, I'm not going to give her up, but I just worry that one day we'll be forced to give her up because she'll get out and who knows? I don't know. Just a constant struggle on my mind because I do love her very much. I love her very much. All bugles do, but bad if they're adopted. Yeah, beagles. This one is I think Wolfie. This beagle right here was in a house with 28 other beagles, and or maybe 29. But yeah, so she was part of a puppy mill. She wasn't a puppy; she was a teenager. They were probably getting ready to use her to breed. She was about the age when we got her, so she got lucky that she's not just a walking puppy machine. That would suck, wouldn't it? You just walking around putting out babies. You walk around and squat, putting out the babies. That would suck, wouldn't it? You're not a baby machine. What a look in her eye. Yeah, she's got. Sometimes I look in her eyes, and she's one of the few dogs I look in her eyes, and sometimes I just see nothing. I know she's super smart. I know she is, but sometimes she looks like just like she's walking around with no. Did you get my avocado? You get my. Can you be mod? Hey, why don't you DK Animations? What do you why don't you go over to my you go over to my community page right now, clear out of here and click on that link right there and you can come in and talk to me. We can do a split screen. DK, if you want to do that. And what we were actually doing was if you want to call me and act like you're somebody else and I try to figure out who you are, like a famous musician, or I can ask you questions, things like that. If you want to do it. So far nobody's wanted to do it. I think people don't have the balls to do it. I think people are afraid that they'll sound stupid when they call up and try to use a you don't have to use an accent. You can just be yourself if you want to. I'm warning you with I want to be mod instead. I'm warning you with peace and love. I have too much to do. Say no more fan mail. Thank you, and no objects to be signed. Nothing. Peace, love, peace and love, peace and love. You sound like freaking you sound like Ringo Starr, man. Mod. Why DK Animations? There's nobody in here, boss. 6 people in here, man. You don't need to be mod, but hang out with us, man. I'll make you a mod if you want to hang out in your decent people. You could be one of those things called what are they called again, guys? A troll. Trolls are okay too. I don't care. Looks like God, 3rd and goal, and they missed it. Went for the touchdown. 6 seconds left. He had the catch, but he dropped it. The Dolphins, not the Dolphins, the Lions are trying to beat the Steelers in the last seconds right here. Now they have 4th and goal, last play of the game, down by 5. And they're on the 6, maybe. All right, here we go. This is the game. Fine. Since I'm not mod, I spam egg. Here it goes. Game on the line. Nope. He didn't get it. They're flags, but wait a minute. What just happened? What the hell's going on? So they threw the ball. It was short. He got hit. They threw flags. He acted like he fumbled the ball. Somebody picked it up and ran it in for the touchdown. I don't know what the hell's going on. What's this? Egg, 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 egg. Okay. All right, spammy egg. There's a band named Eggy. I saw that the other day, and I was just thinking that's a disgusting name. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it's really disgusting. All right, let's see what happened. This is nuts. I've so many zebras on the field right now. It looks like the zoo. So fucking lame. All right, you want a mod? Come on over and come on over to my page and community. Hit that link and come on in. Let's talk, and then I'll decide if you can mod for our 6 people here right now. Like Detroit's going to lose this one.
Is that possible? It's over. They're discussing it because it's a unique rule.
Interesting.
Let's hear the call right here. What a major call. We're really on the field of the touchdown, however. It is not enforced and there is no replay. The game is over.
Ooh. Wow. Wow, the referee just blew that, man. He was trying to tell the crowd that the game was over, but he told them that it was a touchdown. And then he said, "But the game's over." Crazy. Crazy.
I was looking to see, and they may have been discussing whether there was progress on St. Brown and whether there was.
And what's crazy is Detroit probably just knocked themselves out of the playoffs with that. Let's see what happened. I mean, he ran out of the end zone. He had the touchdown. He just ran out of the end zone.
Trying to figure out what just happened. How about the effort right there, by the way? And the presence of mind for Goff to fly into the end zone.
Sweet. That was a crazy play. I don't know if y'all were watching. Baby. No. No. No.
Brown doing that. Jalen Ramsey going to the nickel because Eccles was out. What a game by him.
You were blowing your dog's face to piss him off. Hopefully we get some of our. I hadn't seen T2 in a while. I want to see T2. I hadn't seen that guy in a while. I know it's the holidays, but yep.
We're going to win this right in the second half on offense. Picked up our defense. They came over the big step. What is it about this offense right now? Seems to be clicking headshots.
They're booing Aaron Rodgers. Somebody like that, huh? Aaron Rodgers. You got to give him props, man. As old as he is, still playing.
Score more points because
And when Pittsburgh picked him up last year, everybody was like, "Oh, that's so stupid." But I mean, what did they really have? It's Tennessee Titan. I would love to have Aaron Rodgers, but we're so terrible all around. It wouldn't matter anyway. But whatever you guys say about the guy, he's a good player. He's a leader, is what he is. He may be a dickhead off the field, but he's a leader on the field. Plus, he disappears for a month every year to go reconnect with nature, if you know what I mean. He takes a lot of mushrooms and acid and shit for like a month of the year, cleanses himself. Did y'all know that about Aaron Rodgers?
just barely.
That was cool. That was cool. Okay, again, anybody want to go over to the community page on Gen Express and click the link up top and come join me for some conversation or games or whatever you want to do. If y'all have any ideas for any games or anything, or if y'all want to talk about anything in particular tonight, let me know. Okay, I wasn't really prepared today. I just lazed around a little bit and didn't really think about the content tonight too much, but we think about it. We think about it. Somebody last night wanted to continue to play our game, which made my heart feel good.
You're not AJ Brown, but we'll treat you like that. It feels good to get the star treatment.
Just come on up here and chill out. Come on up here. Get up here and hang out. Oh, damn, I hadn't been seeing these. Sorry, guys, I hadn't been reading the comments. It's not good for analytics to have so many mods. LOL, hi. What's up, Crom? No extra point. Too many eggs on the field. A lot of deleted messages. Got some beagle in them. If that has a date on an envelope, it's going to be tossed. I'm warning you with peace and love. I have too much to do. So no more fan mail, no objects to be signed, nothing. Hello, we all need a time off. Nope. Sorry. Seen you at Woodstock. Remember me? I don't remember you, man. When was the last Woodstock? It was 99, wasn't it? I put DK in timeout. What did DK do? Was it really bad? Was he just hurling names at me? I was wondering why nobody was commenting. Sometimes it doesn't spam in. Yeah. Sometimes. Well, thank you, man, for doing that. Sometimes when you the comments on my side, it stops. It won't go all the way to the bottom, so I'll think nobody's commenting, but you guys really are. So that's what happened there. All right, guys, I got a question for you. Okay, Christmas Day. I'm gonna go. Me and my wife always go see a movie. Doesn't really matter what movie. It's just a tradition we do. And as a matter of fact, Merry Christmas, Jennifer. I appreciate you. As a matter of fact, a little known fact that you probably didn't know, maybe you did, but you learned it here on Gen Express. Christmas night is the busiest movie night in theaters of the year. I think it's Christmas night. And then second is Thanksgiving. And it's funny because Everybody's like, oh, people like to go see movies with their families. And I'm like, no, people are tired of sitting in the living room talking to them. So they're all like, let's go see a movie. However you view it, it's a big movie day because of the Jew are all at the movies. Look, I used to work in a casino, man, and I'd have to go in on Christmas, and yeah, it was just another day for them. They didn't give a shit, and the gamblers didn't care. They were all there. There was a lot of Asian people on Christmas, um, but yeah. So anyway, Christmas is a big movie day. So I have a question. There's three movies I'm looking at right now, and I'll be happy seeing any three of them. I would be perfectly satisfied seeing any of them. Yeah, yeah, it does cost. It is a lot of money. I'll tell you something, Wolfie. Though, um, I was a manager at movie theaters, or two movie theaters. I was an assistant at one, and then I managed the other one. And I will tell you this about the prices at movie theaters. Yeah, they're high. There's no doubt about it. They're high, and I sneak stuff in with the best of them. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I've always done that. But once I worked in a movie theater, I really figured out that those guys are really struggling to get by, dude. They're not making much off those tickets. They're really not making much off those tickets. It's very little. I'm talking like sometimes 50 cents a ticket they're making. So you have to understand the reason why they're charging $10 for popcorn. So now if it's a good theater, and I frequent it a lot, I'll get a combo if I go. I usually get the senior combo. It's just a little bitty small popcorn and a drink. It's like $6 or something. But yeah, okay. So Die Hard, that's not one of them. It's three that are out right now that I need to decide between. The first one is Song Sung Blue. That's the Hugh Jackman movie where he plays Neil Diamond. Now law about bringing your own food. I mean, the thing is, the theater that we go to down here, if you take a bag in, they never ask, they never question. So you can take a backpack in. They don't really mess with you too much where I'm at about that. Okay, so it's either Song Sung Blue, which is the one with Hugh Jackman about Neil Diamond. I mean, I like Neil Diamond's okay, but yeah, they can't ask. They're not supposed to. It's for damn sure. Especially if it's attached to a mall. If it's attached to a mall, it's a no-no. Um, but so either the Neil Diamond or Avatar, the new Avatar 3, which we saw the last one on Christmas. What's up, Colt? Saw the last one 2 Christmases ago. Or shit, it might have been last Christmas. Can't remember now. Um, were you live yesterday? For a little bit. For a little bit, yeah. I did a thing with Wolfie. He came on and we chatted a little bit. Okay, so Avatar 3, Song Sung Blue, or the one that I think I'm leaning towards is the one with what's his name? The ping pong player, Marty Supreme. I keep hearing so much about this movie that their advertising's gotten me. I wouldn't normally go watch a ping pong movie, but it looks like it's going to be a good one. So I guess I answered my question. I really want to see Marty Supreme, but I'd be okay with Avatar or the other. Any suggestions, guys? Oh, my beagles drive me fucking crazy. To go with the last movie. Yeah, Marty Supreme. I'll probably do that. I like sometimes I like to go to see movies just to cut off my brain a little bit, but sometimes I like to go see movies to get to think a little bit. Uh when we go see Avatar, we always take like a gummy and then go sit in there and just watch the 3D. That's always pretty cool. Yeah, Marty Supreme. I agree, man. I'm probably gonna go see Marty Supreme. But got to make sure the wife's completely on board with it. I'm sure she's okay with it. So yeah, guys, what are y'all? I can tell y'all. Can't believe acid and shrooms. We all need a break. Yeah, no shit. I've still got those 5 beers sitting in there that I need to go tap into. Mel and I would get mad at me though. Battery power low. Hang on, guys. Nope. You're gonna yelp in a minute, and everybody's gonna think I'm abusing you because you yelp. Beagles tend to yelp a little bit. Not yelp, but they're very vocal. Yeah, so I'll probably go check that out. I'll let y'all know how it is. I've seen some good ones this year, guys. Have y'all seen any good movies this year? Anybody? And by the way, Colt Bailey, if you want to go over to my log out of here, go to my Gen Express page, click on community, and then there's a link right there. Click that link and you can pop up right now and talk to me live. If you want to do that. Colt Bailey. The only one that's willing to do it is Wolfie. And people listening. Hey. You guys are out of control. Do it, Colt. I love boobies. All right, y'all quit fucking around. Come on now, everybody lay down. Yeah, Colt, come on, man, do it. Jump in here. Colt, jump in here and act like a troll. I want to see, because I'd really like a troll to jump on there and try to come in and talk to me. I want to see how that's going to go. But you don't have to be a troll. Yeah, everybody getting excited about Stranger Things. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to binge the rest of that. And you can go see it on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve in the theater if you want to. The finale. I don't know though. I think I want to be at home for the finale. Did anybody see any good movies this year? Y'all want to talk about? We hadn't really talked about that. Let's talk about if we've seen anything this year. I've seen some good shit this year, buddy. Really good stuff. This is probably the best year in movies that I can remember in the last 10 years for me, for my taste. And I think my favorite was I like Thunderbolts a lot. That was cool. I liked Fantastic Four. That was cool. I liked Superman. Superman was cool. What was the big one though that I really liked? Oh, One Battle After Another. That's amazing. You get a chance to see that in the theater, jump on it because that movie's so. I think they just brought it out for another limited run. Never got into a television show except for The Walking Dead. Watched that for a good 10 years. Yeah, my wife still watches that all the time. Did you see the spinoff official for Walking Dead? I haven't seen that. I mean, I know that they did the Daryl and all that, and they did the Michonne and no. We continued on watching after they jumped the shark with the Glenn stuff. When they did that, I was a bit over the top, and I think they lost a lot of people. It lost a lot of viewers when they did that to Glenn. When they popped his eyeballs out, it wasn't. People were like, "Okay, that's enough." And then what's his name? The fucking bad guy, Negan. Oh shit! I like Negan. They had to tone him down after that first season that he was in. But I go Negan. Yeah, I like the Governor, man. The Governor was. Woo, it's a great show. It's a great show. Even if you quit watching it, it's still. My wife continued to watch it, and I'd watch it in the background, and it's they can just do so much with it, you know. I mean, let's see. Hey, just say the Lord's name in vain. Not doing it, man. You warned me about that last night. Did you ever see the old Sci-Fi Channel show Sliders? I think I did. I think I remember that show. I think it sounds awfully familiar. It's not one that I watch regularly, though. I had this girlfriend that watched this show called Firefly. Anybody fans of Firefly? And she was no Megan say it too much. Not you, bro. Oh, okay. Negan says it a lot. Um, but he had a redemption arc, right? Negan had a redemption arc. He had to after that first season. He was such a horrible human being, man. They had to give him a chance to redeem himself, and he's a great actor. So I mean, I know they. I don't know if he ever fully turned good, but no, Negan. Yeah. So anyway, this girl used to watch this show called Fireflies, and I felt really bad because I knew a lot of people that were really into that show, and she was like so into it, and sat me down to watch it, and was excited for me to watch it, and just didn't really do anything for me, and that's unusual for me. And that really upset her because that was a big part of her life. She's a huge Firefly fan, huge. Let's see. Shit hit the fan. Everyone will be acting like Negan. I hope not, man. I see a lot of stuff on TV, and I'm like, I don't have kids. Why do I fucking care so much? It will be fine. I could just ride out the rest of my life and not speak out, and the world will be fine because I don't have kids. But it's just like I can't stand it. Can't stand it, bro. Can't stand what's happening. Keeps me awake at night. What's happening? The way people are treating each other. So I hope you're wrong, man. But I mean, I can see it. I can see it. If it does happen, I'll just have to be somebody's gopher, or I don't know what I'll be. But because I don't have any guns, thought about getting a gun just because of that, not because of anything else. But I've thought about that. Um, no particular reason. Just I'm just not really never really been a gun guy. But I appreciate people that hunt. You're killing my food, so kudos to you. I don't want to take your fucking guns away. I really don't care. I don't like the AR-15, but I don't think anything will ever get done with gun control in this country at all. I just don't think it's going to happen in my lifetime. Might happen in one of y'all's, but it won't happen in mine. Um, I'm coming to your house. Then you need help. Why? You got a lot more than I would, dude. I know a little bit electronic stuff, a little bit from my I got a good AR for you. Okay. Hopefully we don't ever have to use that, man. I don't know. I sometimes I wonder if I would even. I don't know. I guess if I had to, if it was my life versus theirs, then I think I could pull that trigger, but I'd rather not find out, to be honest with you. But that's cool, brother. I mean, you're into like target practice and stuff like that, and you know, I don't know. I just ARs for me are, they're kind of a sore subject, just because we've never tried. I mean, maybe there's an in between, that everybody can be happy with. You remember when they were talking about smart guns? What happened with all that? Smart guns. If I had a gun, I'd want it to be a smart gun and not a dumb gun. Um, if you have, you have to. If it, I pray never if, bro. Yeah, I don't. I mean, you're like me, Wolfie, man. We understand, that that humanity's not. Most people are okay. We had that talk last night. Even trolls. A lot of them are just venting from a bad day. New military guns run off C4. I didn't know that. Cool. Have you ever? Do you remember the pellet guns that use the CO2 cartridges, Wolfie? It may just be me and you in here right now, brother. But if you've ever, you remember those, the ones that use the CO2 cartridges? Uh, those CO first off, those you pumped up, and you could probably break the skin with those if you had, if you had the little pellets that had the little that were kind of pointed at the end. So yeah, you remember. Um, yeah, we would. The more pumps you got, you knew you were going to wear that ass out. Because me and my friends, we'd shoot each other in the ass with pellet guns. I think it's a part of growing up in the United States. You got to go through that phase, right? Everybody's got to go through the phase where you shoot your friends in the ass with a pellet gun or a BB gun. It's part of being an American. Um, we, however, used to do it on our job. We worked in a I worked at a. This is going to bring you guys back. Okay, you want to talk about Gen X and owning Gen X? Um, my first job was in a service merchandise in the warehouse, which was upstairs in a service merchandise. My buddy got me in the ear. Oh, damn, man. Why's he shooting at your face, man? That's a party foul, dude. That is a party foul. It's like with bottle rocket fights. You don't aim at the face, bro, unless it was just an accident. But yeah, we used to work at service merchandise up in the warehouse, and you talk about a fucking great job. I love that job, man. We would sit up there, and they would service merchandise was way ahead of their time. This was back. I want to guess it was '88, maybe in '87. But service merchandise. Yeah, no shit. Uh, my beagle just jumped out the door. Our screen door, we have the screen off of it for a reason. But she jumped straight through it. No, but service merchandise, you could. I got a couple for you real quick if you want a funny one. Um, First off, service merchandise. They were fucking way ahead of their time, man. Those guys used to. You would go in and you would you would find what your product on the floor, and you would find a number on it, and you would go. They had computers on the floor, and you would type what you wanted into the computer. This was internet before internet was happening. And then it would send it up to the computer upstairs where we were at, and we would send it. We would go pick it from the giant warehouse and send it down the aisle, where down the belt, conveyor belt, where they would pick it up at the bottom. So yeah, it was a great job. It was not difficult, except around Christmas. And around Christmas, it got really difficult. Holy balls! But no, as far as the BB guns, that's where the story comes in. We would take BB guns out of their boxes up in the warehouse, And when somebody would go on break, we'd get up on top of on top of the bins, not the bins. What the hell? What's the word I'm looking for? Where they store all the product. And for some reason, I'm just blanking out on it right now. But anyway, we would get up on top of the shelving, the racks or whatever, and hide behind boxes and wait for the other person to come back from lunch, and we'd dot them in the ass with the pellet guns. Yeah, we spent a lot of our time up there shooting each other with the pellet guns. That sounds like HSN and Finger Hut. Oh yeah, yeah, it does, man. I mean, it was a cool, for the longest time, uh, Service Merchandise was the leading jeweler in the country. They sold more jewelry than any other uh, retail store in the country. But the other funny story, I got a bunch of them about Service Merchandise, was my jackass friend. He went to lunch one day, and we were slow. He went to lunch one day, and when he went to lunch, I got I got an order that popped up, about 5 minutes after he went to lunch, and it was for 10 bikes. So it may have been a little bit into his lunch, actually. Yeah, it was a little bit into it. But it popped up and it was for 10 bikes. And I was the only one up there. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I started loading these bikes up, taking them over to the belt. And I got like 4 or 5 of them stacked up there, going to pull the other ones. And he comes in, I'm like, come on, man, come help me. He's like, what's the matter? I was like, I got an order for 10 fucking bikes, dude. And he's like, what a dick. He goes, what's the name on it? And I went and looked at the name, and it said fuck you or fuck off or something like that. He went to lunch, and on his lunch he stopped over at the little cubicle and typed in fuck off as his name and sent an order for 10 bikes and had me up there busted my ass with the 10 bikes. So yeah, good times, man. We had good times up there. Back when you could actually get away with stuff like that on jobs, You can't, you can't. You got caught shooting somebody in the ass with a pellet gun these days on your job. There ain't no second chance. You're probably going home. Sorry, guys, I got to let my dog out. She's driving me ape shit. Stop. Calm down.
Yes, the weather is trouble breathing, rash, swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or throat, high blood pressure, and Raynaud's syndrome can occur. Get help for high blood pressure, numbness, coolness, pain, or color changes in things.
Yeah, man. And nothing gets you ready for the rest of your shift better than coming back from into the warehouse and having to, you know, duck your way in and hope nobody shoots you in the ass. Yeah, it wakes you up. Get you ready for the rest of the day. We also had this damn we would draw pictures sometimes, like a picture of a penis or something, and on a TV on the box and send it down, and it would always never got sent back up. So either they didn't see it or they saw it and they were just like, oh, somebody's funny, he's working up in the warehouse. I don't know. We sold gumball machines, and there was this one big box of gumballs that was up there we just never sold it. We always sold the gumball machines, but we never sold the gumballs because it was a giant box. Well, it was a secret place where everybody would go over and open that box up and get gumballs out and chew gumballs. Everybody did it because it never got ordered until it did. But anyway, we called our manager up there one day. We went around the corner. She was in there reaching, putting some gumballs in. We were like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Y'all just going away. Y'all just going away." I had a black manager, a lady manager. She was one of my favorite managers of all time. She was so cool. Yeah, but we caught her with the gum, and we kind of had an understanding that yeah, you don't say anything about the gum, and I won't fire your ass for eating the gum also. So we had an understanding. But one day somebody ordered that fucking box, and I swear to God, it was a box this big, and it had like this much gum in it. So I don't know what happened. We sent it down and we just waited and waited and waited and they didn't send it back up. I don't know the official story if it ever they took it or said, no, I ain't taking this or whatever, but it was never brought up. Ho 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 no. It's 1 a.m. for me. I ain't going on I'm gonna call I ain't going on no call right now. Jesus, let me spit it out, liver cheese, will you? Understand that, DK. Yeah, did you ever have any cool jobs like that? My first job though was really at a skating rink. I DJ'd at a skating rink and got fired because I was chewing gum. Told me I couldn't chew gum, and he caught me chewing gum, so he fired me. At 16 years old, you know, it's always a great thing to do for somebody chewing gum.
It's always there. And
Yeah, it seems like when we were younger, we had jobs that were just a little cooler than they are now. Krispy Kreme count.
every time you go, you are so energized.
Who's gonna come in, man? Somebody come on in and give me a call. Call in. Go click the link. It's not a call, but we'll call it a call. What the hell am I watching? What is it? Sunday? There's got to be some football or something on. Let me see. Sunday night football.
Exact.
Which country are you from?
From Canada.
Who's playing tonight?
Here in this glacial valley.
Oh, it's a big game. New England at Baltimore. Baltimore sucks this year, though, don't they? 7-7. New England's going to get a test tonight. Got to listen to Chris Collinsworth, but a lot of people hate that guy. I don't really mind him. He doesn't really bother me too much. Oh, yeah, they're going to have a game on their hand tonight. Baltimore at 7-7. I wouldn't want to play them. I don't think they have a chance to make the playoffs. But you got Lamar Jackson, you got Travis Henry. I mean, you're in Baltimore. It's going to be a tough game for them. I know everybody's crowning the Patriots the Super Bowl champs, and they're good. But let's pump the brake a little bit because there's still some football to be played. Touchdown, Baltimore, 7-0. I'll tell you another thing that used to happen a lot more when we were younger guys, us Gen Xers. Another thing that used to happen a lot more was if you were 13, 14, 15, and you were a little smart ass, then yeah, there were adults that would retaliate against you. And I mean, physically retaliate against you. I've had a couple of incidents where, as a kid, an adult didn't like my attitude and kind of, I had a cop do it one time. And I listened, I was 14, I was riding a motorcycle and we were riding over around a school. And he came over and said, you can't be riding the motorcycle when school's in over here when school's in. And we sat there and talked to him, and then the bell rang, and I said, "Well, school's not in anymore," and cranked the thing, and he got pissed off. He didn't like that. Pulled me off the bike and slammed me on the hood and told me, "You listen to me, son of a bitch." And I did. I ran into a tyrant back then. Probably needed it at that age, though. Such a dipshit when you're 13, 14. That White Russian in a can. Cutwater.
No cocktails, perfectly mixed. Cutwater, open the bar.
Hmm. You deserved it. Probably did. Yeah, I was a kid, I was testing, pushing boundaries as a kid. Today, and I thought I thought I would knew something he didn't know or something. So he was probably right. I was probably just testing it a little bit, as kids are wont to do at that age. I mean, it happens. So in that case, when I say tyrant, he probably wasn't a tyrant. He was probably me being a little punk at the time. We were at the skating rink one time though, man, and this happened to my buddy. There was a guy that worked there. He was a floor guard. Had to be in his mid-20s, maybe 30. And we used to I didn't really. My friend used to mess with him all the time, and I can't remember what it was about, the skates or something. I can't remember, but this guy came around and picked my friend up, slammed him on top of the skate thing, and just started you're something, cussing him out. And this is a grown man doing this to a 14-year-old at a skating rink, and he's employed there. I was just kind of like, I didn't even think of it at the time, to go tell an adult or whatever. I was just like, oh God, he fucked up. I'm glad it wasn't me. Oh no, you're right about him too. Howdy, all you crazy cool kids. Angry Otter Reacts, just popping in to hit that like button. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, Angry Otter. We're just chilling. Nothing too much happening. Waiting on somebody to go and click the link so they can come in and talk to me live. What's up, Joseph? Again, any willing takers want to go to my what you do is you log out of here, go to Gen Express YouTube page, community. There's a community tab. Click on that, and there will be a link at the very top. It says "Go here" or something, and click that link. Make sure make sure you're pretty. It's prettier than I am, so you don't have much to worry about. Even if you're in a bathrobe or whatever, just be presentable and be ready for that camera to come on and come on over and talk to me live. I like to hear other people's voices instead of this voice over and over and over and over.
Second year in the league, he leads the league percentage. Other numbers really strong. Third overall pick, 20.
I promise I won't bite. I mean, ask Wolfie. He was here last night. We were chatting for a while about life. I did it, and he made me look worse. LOL. You were completely in the dark, man. No, we talked about some things. I didn't know Wolfie was a Christian, to be honest. I just didn't know that. His dog does. LOL. We'll get a taker eventually, man. Somebody will pop in here and want to do it. Oh man. And we can do a night. Oh, I found it, but I'm too chicken shit to do it. Why? Why? Hey, there's a thing on the side, man. It's right up here. I know you can't see it, but I have a bar, and right up here, there's a thing where I can just do this, and it takes the video down. So you might actually have that option too, and you can still talk, or you can turn the mic off. I had to be in the dark. Everyone will run. You look perfectly normal to me, bro. You didn't look. There wasn't nothing anybody be running from. Yeah. Who's Harden? Who's Harden? You can just turn your profile picture on. Who can? What are you talking about? That 70s chick. Probably not in this one. I'm not using StreamYard. I'm using YouTube shitty streaming thing, whatever it is. Who's hearting me? Is that you, 70s chick? Thank you. It'll make me blush. What's her name the other night was making me blush. Who was that? You know who it was. Somebody was in here being just. That's what's great about this. You can have one person talking about Jesus, and next thing you know, um, you got Mel and I talking about show me one of the sex cards. Yeah, see, y'all make me do these things with these sex cards and stuff like that. I had you can just turn your profile when you come on panel. You can just turn your profile picture on. You don't have to be live on camera. Oh, okay, there you go. There you go. 70s chick coming in with the yeah, we got deep last night. That's what she said. Hey, oh, sorry. I did that just for Mel and I. Believe it or not, guys, there are times when I can completely cut off the cursing. I'm very good at it. I don't know that I'm doing it, but I do it from time to time. You know, I'm not going to go into a church or into a Sizzler down here saying, give me the motherfucking steak. Give me my motherfucking steak, motherfuckers." Sizzler. We don't have a Sizzler. We haven't had a Sizzler in freaking 30 years. The hell am I talking about, Sizzler? We got a lot of buffets. You guys have a lot of buffets? I'm not a huge fan of buffets. I saw a kid dipping his finger in the chocolate fountain one time and just putting. I saw a kid touch a dessert, like pat it. That's two things I've seen at buffets where I'm just kind of like, I'll just pay for something somewhere else. Steak and ale, hell yeah, man! Coming up with a big name. I don't get the opportunity to swear very much because there are always children around. Well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, then swear away. Were you at where you at with a lot of buffets? Golden Corral and one Asian. We have one over here, man. It's an Asian buffet, and that damn thing is always packed. And my wife told me it's terrible. Shoney's. What'd you go to Shoney's for, man? You had to go for the one thing. They had one thing that I always went to Shoney's for as a kid, or always looked forward to. It was that chocolate ice cream cake. 2 pieces of chocolate with ice cream in the middle. I mean, it wasn't anything groundbreaking or earth shattering, but Shoney's did it oh so well. Cover it with chocolate sauce and whipped cream on top. Amazing. S Honey ran after COVID started. Shoney ran after I said S Honey. Everyone is so offended by everything these days. No sense of humor. I know shit, man. Honey buns. You hungry, bro? Doctor Who? What's going on with you? Talking about honey buns. I'm in Nevada, so in other words, tons of disgusting buffets. Yeah, buffets are. I don't know. I mean, if I have to do it, I'll do it. But I'm just more of a. I'd rather have a decent amount of good food than a unlimited amount of shitty food. And there's some buffets that you'll taste the stuff and you'll go, oh, that's okay. See, that's the thing. You go into a buffet and you're like, oh, I'm a little afraid. Oh, it's passable. And yeah, that's not. I don't like that. I want it to taste really good. I want it to be really good. I want to eat more of it. I don't want to eat a little bit and go, oh, that's passable. Let me try this. Yeah, I could eat that. Let me try this. That's what I usually do in buffets. I don't like pick one thing out because I know it's just going to be average. So I get a bunch of average things. Um, Say so, Walter. We on the right side don't have many. Shoney's had dehydrated bacon in the salad bar. So good. Little bacon bits. I remember, I mean, Shoney to me, from what I remember, Shoney's to me, I don't remember it being terrible. You know, I don't remember it being great either, but I just think it was average, you know, maybe a little bit above average. And I liked it. I mean, it was okay for me, but I was a kid. So I can't really be a fair judge on Shoney's. They had that big ass burger. You're not going to hear me defaming Shoney's. Sounds tasty, angry. Shoney's has good honey buns. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's not what I went there for. Dang it, I missed it. No, not bits. Full strips like jerky. Oh, they had. Oh, so they had big. Interesting. I don't remember that part. I remember. Let's see. And if you had money, you went to Furr's cafeteria. We didn't have a Furr's cafeteria where I'm at. We had Piccadilly and we had Morrison's. Those are the two big ones we had down here. What about Denny's? You know, I think we have one Denny's in Memphis, and it's nowhere near where I'm at. So I don't have a problem with Denny's. Denny's is okay. We had Wyatt's. We have IHOPs down here for our breakfast, and IHOP's okay. IHOP. The only thing about IHOP is their menu's so damn big. You know, it's like when you have a huge menu like that, you can, and they do most of it okay. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know. IHOP. Most of my experiences have been okay. Have been better than okay. Not like stellar, but decent. I've never walked out of an IHOP and gone, "Oh, that was terrible." Put it to you that way. The kettle, nice. I can't keep up with the chat. Cool, man. You got 7 of us jumping in here tonight talking about. We're talking about food now. That's something everybody can get on board with, huh? I'm even down for Awful House. You know, we call it down here Waffle House, Awful House. Um, you know, they're freaking smothered hash browns are top notch from what I can remember. And there's always something going on if you go into one at past midnight. Yes, IHOP has international styles of foods. I, I mean, we used to have a routine. Love Waffle House, but we don't have them here. Yeah, we have them here. They're all over the place down here. Our local Waffle House has an ant problem. That's never good. Never good to have an insect problem at a Waffle House. 70s chick. We used to have a thing that we would do, man. We would go out to clubs on Friday and Saturday night, and there was always an IHOP that was like within walking distance of that club. So you know what we were doing every Friday and Saturday night, man. We'd be in there to the club, and about 2 or 3 in the morning, we'd go over to IHOP and order the sampler. The sampler used to be $6.99, and it had everything on it. It may have even been $5.99. I can't remember, but it was a good price. You got a lot of food for it. Where's everyone from? Wow. Yeah, where y'all from, guys? Closest for me is Round Rock, Texas. There isn't a Waffle House in San Antonio. That's right. Angry Otter, you're from San Antonio. You know that I lived in Bernie, Angry Otter. I lived in Bernie for a long time. Well, not, I don't know, about a couple years. Oklahoma. Penny's Diner is my favorite breakfast chain. I've never heard of that one. But man, breakfast is, oh, if you do it right, love breakfast. I can eat breakfast any time of the day. On weekends, Denny's would be full of drunk partiers after the bars closed. Yep. That's the way the IHOP was. We used to do dumb shit. We'd go into the IHOP and my buddy would one time just took a big ass can of WD-40 and just set it on the table right there. And when the waitress, just to see the waitress's reaction, and she came up and took our order and kept staring at the fucking can, but never questioned us. It was just funny to see her brain go crazy about why do they have a can of WD-40 sitting on the table. Now today you probably couldn't get away with that because somebody would think you're doing some terroristic shit, But back then we were just being goofy. I used to cut down cedar on 22 acres in Bernie as a kid, a summer job. Closest to you, if you're in Tennessee, is Missouri. No other place open that late. LOL. Hey, Angry Otter, let me give you a Bernie story real quick, brother. When I first moved there, I came straight from Tennessee. I didn't know shit about the area. I took a job down there. It wasn't a great job. Y'all would all laugh. But I wanted to move. We didn't have any kids. So I moved down before my wife did. And my job was to try to find us a place. And so I stayed in a hotel right on the east side, or no, the west side of Bernie for at least a month. We finally found a place in Bernie. It wasn't cheap, not gonna lie, but comparably to what you would pay today, for where it was up on one of the hills, man. I mean, it was a beautiful little house up on a hill. Didn't have any neighbors or anything like that. So I didn't know anything about the area. All I knew was that it seemed like a good area, and it was right outside the city. So I moved out there, and so I worked around a lot of Hispanic people. Okay, and I told them where I'd moved, and they were all like, "Oh, you got out there away from us, huh?" He goes, "Our kind aren't out there," and I was like, "Huh?" I said, "I didn't know that." I said, I didn't know that, dude. I didn't want the guy to think that I was, afraid to live around Hispanic people. But you know, so I was like, holy shit, I moved to a white suburb and didn't even realize it. I just found a place that was close to everything that we could afford, we could barely afford that son of a bitch. I'm talking bologna and cheese most of the time. We could barely afford it. But anyway, the funny part of the story hadn't happened yet because I told him, I said, I didn't know. He goes, no, you moved out there to get away from us. There ain't none of our kind out there. So one day I was coming into work, and I was out on the interstate pulling out of Bernie, and there were a bunch of Hispanic people out cutting grass in the middle of the highway. So I took a shot real quick with my phone, and I went in, and I went up to the guy who said that. I said, "Hey, man, I thought you said there weren't any of your kind out in Bernie." And I showed him that picture, and he was like, "That's fucked up, man. That's real fucked up." But he laughed his ass off. I was like, "Well, I'm just saying, they're out there." And then he told me all these Mexican women were going to be hitting on me and shit, that they love white boys, which it was kind of true. I'm not going to lie. I asked a Mexican woman one time why if I asked her, I was like, her fiance, she was talking about him, and I asked him, "Is he white?" Just out of curiosity, and she said, "Yeah." And I asked her, I said, "Let me ask you." I said, I'm new to this area down here, and everybody keeps telling me about, the Hispanic girls down here going after the white guys, the white. I go, is that true? And she goes, "You can see it." She goes, "It's out there." And I go, "Have you always dated white guys?" And she goes, I tend to." And I was like, "Why is that? Why? What's the reasoning behind that?" And she told me that Hispanic men are a lot of them are mama's boys. Like they're too they always have to have their families with them, and it's giant, giant families, and they didn't like that they were so attached to their moms a lot of times. And I actually saw that play out. I saw a few Mexican nationalists come in and trying on clothes and asking their moms. They were like 40, asking their moms what it looked like. So I don't know, man, but that's what she told me. She said it was because a lot of the Hispanic men down there were too family oriented, if there's such a thing. So long story, I know, but maybe you get a little information out of it. Um, it should be a lower restriction. San Antonio is over 50% Hispanic. Love San Antonio, brother. If I ever, if I had my choice, like to move right now, I loved San Antonio. My wife didn't love it as much, but I something about the people there, man. They were just really cool, laid back as hell. I vibed with them. I vibed with them. California is full except North California. I'm digging your words. Thank you, Warrior. I appreciate it, man. Um, California's it's full except North California. We looked to move up to California one time, Redding, and we were excited about it. I was like, man, this is perfect. And then I checked on prices, and I was like, yeah, we're not moving to Redding. Redding's not ready to have poor white liver cheese move into their area just yet. So and maybe one day I'll get up there to Oregon, Washington, Northern California. Hey, that's really true because we have some people in our family who are the Lopez family. He loves his mama. And like I said, that again, that was just a purely neutral story that I wanted to share with y'all. It doesn't mean it's true, doesn't mean it's not true. There may be more examples of that that you see. I don't know. So just letting you know, that's just it wasn't anything racial about it. See, we can talk about these kind of things. If we're not talking about our differences, then what are we even here for? You know what I mean? Been there. It is nice. Yep. San Antonio is really nice. My family's from East Tennessee. If you have seen the movie Lawless, that's about my great uncle. Cool, man. Your great uncles. My cousin Matt wrote the book. I don't think I've seen that. I might have though. It sounds very familiar. I mean, but it's Lawless though. So I can't guarantee I saw that, but I'll definitely check into it, man. Where can I find it? Is it on Netflix? What part of East Tennessee? I lived in the San Francisco Bay Area for over 30 years. The coolest people there. Yeah, I could I could see that. You know, the only thing that concerns me about that area is all the car break-ins now. And at first I was like, that's probably just the media pushing that. Because I'd heard about it in the media. So I was like, it could just be bullshit because you know how the media blows a lot of stuff up. But then one of my favorite streamers, Carpetbagger, he was in San Francisco and his car got broken into, window smashed. So, I mean, I'm still not going to form a complete opinion on it, but from what I've seen, they're having some issues with that right now in Frisco. My Yes, it's on Netflix or Amazon. Thank you for that, man. It's good. I'm looking forward. Thank you, man. You got people doing research. It's cool. My brother lives in Reading, and my son lives near there. It's really hot in the summer. Interesting. I bet it's not Tennessee hot. Holy shit, man! Have you ever had a summer in Memphis or in this area? My God, dude, it's I can describe it to you 100 different ways. Now, remember, I did live in San Antonio, and San Antonio would regularly, routinely have temperatures over 100 degrees, but it just didn't feel the same, dude. It didn't feel the same. That humidity wasn't there. If it's 100, San Antonio's sunny all the damn time. I couldn't believe how sunny that city was. Um, but yeah, it's dry heat. I know. Long way to say it. It was a dry heat. But that down there I could deal with. But summers here, holy shit, dude. You walk out and you just want to turn around and walk right back in. It's like somebody throws a blanket over you. You cannot breathe. It's a terrible, terrible heat down here. We don't speak about August. LOL. Yeah, no shit. It is hot down there in August. That's true. 70s chick, you're gnarly. The Bay Area gives me anxiety. Way too many people. I get that. My brother moved back to Central CA, left Reading because it was too hot. Now, it's really true. The Bay Area has a lot of break-ins. My daughter's car was robbed. They broke her window and stole her stereo. It sucks, man. And hey, man, you'll see me on here. I advocate for cities. Okay, I get what's going on. A lot of people attack cities as being these dangerous places you don't want to be. But it's like any place. If you put 2 million people together, 1 million people together anywhere in the country, and you're going to get issues. You're going to get issues. So it's just dealing with those issues and not being afraid. Don't be afraid of cities, dude. Cities are amazing. You're going to have issues like that without a doubt. But just be safe. Park in a fucking garage or something, or I don't know. Just be aware of where you're at. That's all I can tell you. Okay, I got somebody coming in. Fox. I know who this is. What's up, Wolf? What's up, Wolf?
Hold on a second. How do you do this blank screen thing?
You hit. See where there's a camera? It looks like a little camera. Do you have a bar on the right hand side?
10-4.
Yeah, and then there's a microphone. There's a circle and a micro. There you go. Okay. Which I was like, damn. I was like, what kind of video is he trying to send us, man? What the hell's going on?
Oh, it's my Christmas PJs.
I hear you, brother. I'm just messing with you, man.
I got camouflage Christmas PJs from Royal King.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I'm amazed this year that my wife hadn't gotten me to do the pajama thing with the animals. Yeah, cool. Christmas camo stuff. Nice, bro. Yeah, she didn't make me do that this year, so I consider myself lucky. Although I'm like everybody else, man. You give me a pair of those damn plaid pajamas or the pajama bottoms like that, hell, I might wear them to Walmart. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I do.
Yeah, I ain't no better than anybody else, man. Everybody else is doing it too.
Yep.
That's cool, man. What you into tonight, man?
Not much on the listen to you and chatting with people. It's about it.
Yeah, we got some new people in here. A few new people have been coming in. You've been keeping them at bay, man. Keeping them from. How the comments been tonight? Have they been more negative or positive?
This mostly been positive, except for that one guy that likes putting eggs on everything. I had to put him in timeout for a little while.
Yeah,
but he came back though.
We'll call him Eggy. Is he behaving now?
I don't know if he's on here. I don't know if you can check to see if people are on here.
I got a thing up. I don't touch that stuff up top. One of these things up top here. What is that one? I don't know why, but it had. Hold on, what's going on live in the country? He's in Wolfie's. Well, I'm not gonna tell Wolfie if you want me to. He's over in the East Tennessee area, somewhere over there.
Yeah, I asked. Let's see. Let's go back. It might have been. It wasn't Angry Otter. I want to say it was the '70s chick. Said her family was from Northeast Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
This is my original home and stomping grounds. So yeah, I was interested in that one.
Yeah, that's cool. I like having her in here tonight, man. She I hadn't seen T2 in a while. I keep talking about him because he was talking about a new girlfriend. I wanted to hear his story on that, man. Relaxing Music hadn't been in here tonight either, has he?
I haven't seen him.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him tonight. He got a new cat. See, y'all, look, man, it's like a soap opera. I'm gonna have to keep all these storylines in. It's difficult sometimes. So, if I forget you guys' names and things like that, forgive me. I'm not doing it intentionally. I mean, sometimes I'm a total dumbass when it comes to stuff like that, especially names. God, I'm horrible with them. Horrible.
I'm really bad at it. I really am. I just call you Jen. I know long time ago you mentioned what your name was, and I couldn't keep up with it, so I just started calling you Jen.
Hell yeah, man. That's high praise for me. I'll take that name all day, any day of the week, man. So are you? You mentioned last night. Hold on, let me see. You got 70s chick. Oak Ridge is a suburb of Knoxville.
Yep, that's true.
I have to tell people around here it's pronounced Bull, not Bill. Knoxville. Yeah, Knoxville.
Yeah, that's the southern aspect of it. It is actually Knoxville, but that's what everybody else calls it. But if you're from this area, it's Knoxville.
You a volunteer fan?
Yes, I'm a volunteer. I'm born and raised in Tennessee. You got to be.
Oh, okay. You come on those. We get these guys. I get these guys all the time in Memphis who come on Facebook, and they're like, they call they always call little University of Memphis Tiger High, and I'm like, dude, look, Tennessee Memphis hadn't had a rivalry in quite a while, but they always have a little. It's a little rivalry, wouldn't you say? It's a little one.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, ever since Peyton came into the Liberty Bowl, and that happened many years ago, Peyton got beat, and that was the greatest moment in University of Memphis football.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all had a good year, man. Who y'all playing? Y'all are in a bowl, right? Which bowl y'all
I
in?
don't know. I don't know if we're in the bowl or not. I don't follow sports.
Oh, okay. So you're not.
I
I
see too
thought.
many people put their life and all their knowledge in on trying to remember all these players' names and what they've done.
Yeah.
Then they start talking
Yeah.
this weird way, like my team and my team's going to the bowl and
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
looked right
Yeah.
dead at
Yeah.
you, and I was like, I didn't know you owned the team. You know?
Yeah, hell yeah, brother. Preach, man. It's true, man. A lot of people don't look at sports that way. Somebody mentioned that one time. It was a comedian or something mentioned my team, and I'm like, I really thought about it. I was like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird how we do that. Especially, I'm an alma mater. Or my alma mater is University of Memphis. I didn't graduate, but I came damn close. But I consider it, my alma mater. That's where I went to school. So
Yeah.
you can see why I would have a little bit of passion for those guys. But I'm not going to sit here, and it is a lot of time you have to invest to really get into a team and follow them, and they it ruins their entire week when they lose a game. You know what I mean? And I can't. I was like that at one point in my life, but I outgrew that shit. I was like, it's just too much wasted time. I can sit here and enjoy a game against two teams that I don't really care who wins, and that's cool. I'm happy. I don't have any pressure on me. I don't have to. Oh, that was terrible. I just get to watch good athletes do cool stuff.
Yeah.
And ever since I've gotten to that place, it's been so much better. Everything's so much better. I don't stress about anything. I'm a Titan fan, but they're going to lose every week, so I don't, if they get a win, that's just like, oh, okay, cool. Something
Yeah.
positive this week, but it doesn't, I get what you're saying. People let it take over their lives, and it's like, come on, guys,
I don't think
I mean,
Titans been the Titans ever since we actually bought the Titans. See, there we go. I started talking that way. We bought the Titans. No, when Tennessee got the Texas Oilers,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
haven't gone any further since they went to the Super Bowl that time.
Yep. That was, and they had a few good years, and I enjoyed them. I went to a game when I lived up there, and it was one of the coldest days. Because I was way up top. I'm not going to be having those seats down on the 50.
Yeah.
But it was cool. But even those things, man, it's like it's hard for me to get pumped up to go out to a Grizzly game. We have the Memphis Grizzlies here, which I want to go see them, but it's really, you got to deal with the parking. The parking's what, $20 minimum. Then you got to,
Yeah.
if you want a beer, the beer is going to be at least $12 at
How
least.
freaking outrageous.
Yeah, I know. But here's something even crazier than that, dude. Those prices that you're seeing at stadiums and arenas across the country for sports and concerts, they're trying to pull those prices also in bars now. Like, yeah, they're trying to do that, and I'm just like, dude, this is not. we're not watching the Memphis Grizzlies. We're not watching the Titans. I want a beer that's not $13. Okay.
Yeah.
They do that because they have you in a spot where, oh yeah, you want a buzz? Well, guess what? They have you there, but a bar is not that, because I could just walk next door to another bar. You know what I
Well,
mean? But they're trying to do that shit, especially in downtown Nashville. Holy crap.
I remember when I was young and about 13 years old, I used to go into a bar and play pool and get something to eat and stuff like that. And that's where I hung out after school, waiting on my grandma to get home.
Yeah. I was the same way, man. That's funny you talk about that. My grandmother actually owned a beer joint, dude. And I remember I'd go in there. I didn't spend nights in there, but I'd go in there during the day, and there were a bunch of there were some old drunks in there that would wad up a $5 bill and hand it to me. Nothing gross or anything like that. They were just nice old men, trying to get in good with the kid. But yeah, that's back when. I mean, even when I moved to Nashville, I think it was 2005, 2006, somewhere in there. Um, the most you were paying for a beer downtown was like $5. And I remember talking about it. Wow, $5 for a beer. It's pretty fucking expensive, for a
Angry
bottled
Otter
beer.
said it was $2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. In Memphis, they were $2, 2.50.
Yeah.
So I had to remember I was in downtown Nashville. Okay, they're charging for the scenery and all that like they would at a basketball game. I guess they can get away with it more. But now, just thinking, you're not getting a $5 beer, maybe somewhere. But you remember, you could get a pitcher. I could go into my karaoke hangout, dude. I had a certain amount of money, dude. When I first moved to Nashville, I was flat ass broke. I knew I had this much money to spend on entertainment every week, and I knew where I was spending it. At my karaoke bar, I would go in, I'd have $10, I would get an $8 pitcher of beer for myself, and then I would tip $2. And that pitcher was going to last me the entire night.
Yeah.
I'd get to get up there and sing and have a good time, not get too wasted. If somebody else wanted a beer, I could give them a beer. But I had that. These days, there ain't no way. And I know I sound like an old man talking about prices, but we need to talk about that kind of crap because it's gotten so ridiculous, dude. What we take, you know what I mean?
$5
Dude,
peanut
Disney?
butter and jelly.
Yeah.
You ever drunk those weird beers that had like peanut butter jelly flavors and stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've tried them. I'm not a huge beer enthusiast, but I get people who are. I ain't got no problem with it. Why, you got some?
That's what Snowden said.
Oh, you're gonna open one? Are you trying it?
Who, me?
Yeah,
No, I was saying that's what Snowden was talking about. Am I skipping or something? Can you hear me?
yeah. I got you.
Um,
Last thing I heard was the peanut butter and jelly,
yeah,
and
Snowden
you
said
said
it was
beer.
peanut butter and jelly, unless that's I don't know. I'm more fond of Pabst Blue Ribbon, but
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm that
that's
way too.
expensive.
Well, I mean, PBR still now. Like I did a bar trivia show, and one of the things that I didn't get, I got paid whatever. I got paid basically if we had people in there, and otherwise I got free beer. You know what I mean? So, but I'd always get, even with free beer, I'd get the PBRs. They had like
Yeah.
$2 Paul Boy PBRs. Sounds like your kind of place, doesn't it, brother?
Pabst and Jameson. Jameson's expensive over here on the right side of the states.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, man. When you get a buzz, are you a different? Are you a, or are you? Do you have a different buzz when you drink beer than you do when you drink liquor?
Yeah, it is. It's more or less both of them you're renting, you're not owning. Um,
Yeah.
but usually I mix my liquors up. But I mostly drink liquor. You can tell a difference in me. I'm drinking beer and stuff like that. I have a tendency to go a little bit redneck. I turn in those fighters like you're talking about at the
Hold
bar,
my
you know.
beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. That's the reason why I normally go liquor. it's I can manage it a whole lot more, I guess. I don't know how I can describe that. I don't get really redneck. I've turned into a lover on liquor.
Yeah, yeah. See, it's interesting question because people are different, dude. Like I me myself, I don't notice a huge. I think I become a little more emotional when I drink liquor. I
Yeah,
think that's more of the times when I have a liquor drunk. That's the ones where I'll wake up and the next day my buddies are teasing me about, man, you were telling me how much you love me and how much of great
yeah,
a guy I was. I was like, dude, I was drunk. Number one, and number two, you're wrong for doing that. Leave me alone. You know how I am, okay? But I have another person I know, man, they will drink beer and they'll be a total fucking prick when they're drinking beer, but when they drink hard liquor, they're cool. It's
yeah.
very strange. Very strange.
Now, if you want to see somebody it's different from what you would ever see, try me on Shine.
Oh shit. I think I've had that once in my life, man. How do you get that up there? Is there just people who just,
We
you know,
make it. We make
oh,
it. Yeah, it's something that's like that's part of being a hillbilly is the moonshine.
that's pretty awesome. Y'all hear that, viewers? Listen to that, man. That's if y'all have any comments on that, that's cool as hell, man.
Some of Old Smokies. This angry otters down here talking about Old Smoky moonshine, and he's well from this area. There you see a lot of Old Smoky. It's not
Mhm.
moonshine. It's they make it completely different. You can't even burn Old Smoky. It doesn't even burn any color.
That's
It doesn't.
corporate moonshine.
Yeah,
Corporate
yeah.
moonshine,
That
yeah.
that's not moonshine.
You make the kind of stuff that you got to be careful. You might go blind from that shit. I've always heard. I don't know how true that is, but I've heard that if you drink the wrong moonshine, there's a potential to go blind. Is that true?
Wrong person's moonshine. Wrong person's moonshine. It's all in how you make it. One, you don't use solder for any of your connections. And you definitely what got a lot of people is run it through radiators in order to do it, and it's a part of a lead poisoning, and it causes you to go blind.
Damn. See, that's cool. I never knew why. I was like, damn, is it so strong that it just that's what I always thought. Too strong, it'll make you do some. So yeah, that's good information to have. This is good stuff, man. Yeah, man. I love hearing about that kind of stuff. Did you ever watch that fake ass show Moonshiners? Is that fake? Is that all fake
No,
or is
no, it's not. But they don't show you everything because at a certain extent, where they was making it in North Carolina and this in Kentucky and stuff like that. It's still illegal. And what helped
okay?
with moonshine is COVID. COVID really helped with moonshine because if it wasn't for moonshine, we wouldn't have had the antiseptics that we'd had during COVID. So moonshine's actually got a good rep now.
Wow, that's cool as hell, man. Did y'all hear that? That's good shit right there. I love hearing stuff like that, man. That's knowledge that I did not have 30 seconds ago. Cool knowledge. Thank you for that, man. That's really cool. Yeah, the reason I asked, sometimes those shows, I used to watch old American, not American Pickers, the Storage Wars one, and then they wound up getting busted for a couple of seasons in because they were rigging the units. They they knew
No,
beforehand
that really
that there
wasn't
was,
what got him. That really wasn't what
huh?
got
What,
him.
what,
Sorry
what
to
got
interrupt.
it?
The skinny guy that was running it,
Yeah.
he was going in getting stuff that he wasn't supposed to be getting a hold of, that was supposed to be
Hmm.
like heirlooms that you could not sell. Like you took it to a pawn shop, no, we cannot buy that. You get it out here or we have to call the law. That kind of stuff. He was
Okay.
taking that and taking off to the side of the show, and he was selling that kind of stuff, and that got him busted. That's the reason why he's in jail right now.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But
Cool. See.
the short fat guy died though.
Oh, okay. You mean the Yup guy?
Yeah, the short chubby one that went with him all the time.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
passed away. So that
Dang.
really was the killing of the show.
Yeah. It's like that's good info, man. And also the other one, man, Pickers. Frank and Mike. Man, that was a shame. What happened with those two. You don't just buy chemistry like that, okay?
Yeah.
They took a chemistry and took it away, and it is still a cool show. I can still watch it, but there was something about Frank and Mike that it seemed real. You know what I mean? It didn't seem it actually seemed like some of it might have been scripted, but they were really good friends. You know what I mean? And to see that happen to them, fucking sucked, dude.
I'm sorry.
And
I'm
it
sorry. I
did
messed up. I messed up. You're right. I was wrong. It's the American
what?
Pickers that you're talking about. That was where the drama happened, where the guy got in trouble and that his partner died. It was one you're
Oh,
just
okay.
talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't the other one. I'm sorry about that.
Oh yeah, so you were talking about Frank. Yeah, you were talking about Frank. He died. Yeah. I was getting ready to ask, does anybody know if Frank has lived or died? So he's gone now, Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that was horrible that happened, man, that they because they that even if it was just between them that they couldn't work that out, man, because like I said, that was a combination. I watched them because of the picking, but I watched them also because they were a great combination. I just loved them as a combination. So it sucked when all that went down. Kind of took a little bit away from the show. I didn't watch it as much. I can still turn it on in the background though. You keeping up with these? Let me read. Oh crap! Look at all these
Yeah,
comments,
we've
dude.
gotten behind. I was reading through some of them. I was trying to answer as I was going, like bringing up the moonshine and stuff, because that was what Otter said.
I have a buddy who makes shine out in the desert. Yeah, there you go. Super sketchy. Apple pie moonshine's the best. She might be talking about that. I wonder if she's talking about that corporate moonshine.
Old
Maybe
Smoky.
she's, or maybe he's talking about the real thing. There are also a
It's
lot of good independent musicians to rock with. Always, I wish I was one of them. No, Old Smoky is mainstream, not real. Uh, yes, Natalie. Some of them are really good makeup artists. They're kind of having a chat, and that's cool. I
yeah.
appreciate that because I don't want to, if I can go through a. Oh shit! What happened?
We're back.
Okay, Tweaker Elvis. Thank you, man. Be who you are. If a guy likes makeup, it's okay. Not the wildest scene on YouTube anyway. A lot of it was scripted. My cousin in Bristol, Tennessee, was in an episode. Big hillbilly holding a tiny little dog. They bought some signs and a CSB belt buckle from them. Oh shit, that's
That's pretty
funny.
wild.
I could see that too, man. Those producers doing that crap because like my wife watches a lot of the Bachelor and the Bachelorette and all that, and they set them up. They set the certain personalities up and put them. They paint them to be a certain way. I mean, it's all how they shoot it, which leads into AI again. Being such a danger. It's all they can shoot one person. You can make them look like the bitch of the season or the jerk of the season or whatever. But then towards the end of the season, they start to really show them, and you're like, oh, okay, they weren't. You know what I mean? They gave them their redemption arc. Watch, not eat. Hello, I hope you're doing good. I'm excited for tomorrow. What's going on tomorrow, Natalie? What are you so excited for?
Yeah, that kind of sucks a yearly not having enough money to, you know, be part of the spirit and everything else. It kind of gets you down, but don't let it get you down because everybody has hard times and stuff like that. I wouldn't really sweat it. I'm about in the same boat. I make darn good money. Still didn't have enough money after bills to really get everything I wanted to get everybody for Christmas. Don't beat yourself up, man. It's all right. 70s.
Yeah, and to back up to piggyback what you're saying, you also, you know, I've always been a person that kind of lives by my means. If I make more money, then I find ways to make more bills,
Yeah.
or I've always been a I don't have kids, okay, so I can be excused for this, but I'm kind of like if you have it, go ahead and spend it on what you want it for. That's just I've always kind of been like that. But you're absolutely right, man. I that Alone is my favorite. Who were you talking to? Which one were you talking to?
Who, me?
Yeah, when you were talking about
About the Christmas? That was
yeah
70s
about
chick.
being sorry and how it
Yeah,
sucks and
70s chick.
okay. All right. LOS 70s chick. Okay. I'm meeting an awesome dude. Okay, so you're meeting an awesome dude tomorrow. Natalie, we got to know more. What's this awesome dude? What's going on here? All right, guys, my phone is about to die. Have a great evening. All right, Angry Otter Reacts. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Hit
take
that
care.
sub and notification. Thank you, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, what do you, alone is good? Yeah, a lot of people like alone. There's been times in my life when I've loved alone. Um, and but it's also nice to share things with people too. So you're not wrong either one way or the other. Whichever one you like more is all I'm saying.
What
Let's
is the
see.
70s chick talking about being alone is good? She's got us. What are you talking about? She's
Yeah,
got
we ain't
you. She's got
alone.
you to hang out with, you know?
Yeah, us. We
She
ain't
ain't
alone.
alone.
And next time it'll be that 70s chick that jumps in and we have this cool conversation and we learn something new about moonshining and the shows and all that. See how we went on that little trip together and we all learned something new, I think. We're talking about the show. My chinchilla has a venereal disease. Hold on, guys. Y'all continue to talk. I gotta do this.
Chill. That's messed up. Yeah, grandkids always needing loves. We're only in their lives for a short amount of time. Just like our grandparents was in our lives for a short amount of time. Got to get as much info as you can out of them, and love them as much as you can. Yeah, 70s. That was like random. He probably sent that on 20 or 30 different other channels tonight. Is he back? He's
All
back.
right, I'm
Yay.
back. Sorry about that, guys.
We were talking about you while you was gone.
What y'all talking about?
I
What y'all
don't
talking about? Everybody gone?
Nah, there ain't nobody left yet. I don't know who all's still here. I'm thinking that
Still over there, Wolfie?
I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
If this son of a bitch does it again tonight where I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Oh my Aladdin, that's different. Oh my Aladdin, that's different. 70s chick thumbs up. Alone, the TV show. Yeah, I think I watched a season of that maybe. Uh, I think so. I think I liked it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I think I liked it. But I only watched the first season.
Can you hear me?
So that's your show, 70s chick. I mean, that's what it is now. It's just all reality shows and everything. And that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. They got this one on Netflix. I don't even know what it's called. One versus 100 or something where I don't know. There's some contest where it's a people from all over the world. There's no Americans, but there's countries from all over the world. Very physical athletes who compete against each other. It's pretty cool.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I've been with my grandchildren for 10 years. You live with them. You live with them, they live with you. They live with you. No, I'm just kidding. That's cool that you get to spend that time with them. Especially if they're just coming up. Or if they're in their years where they have to go through all the crazy stuff, you need to be there. I couldn't imagine. You know, I would have been a good dad. I would have been a good dad up until they're probably 12. And then after that, man, I swear to God, I would be so lost because I would know what's coming with all the craziness of puberty, and it would just, oh, it'd be rough. And if I had a girl, it would be a nightmare, dude. I would not let her out of my sight. Keep her away from guys like me. No, I was a good guy. I was a good guy. I wasn't a little hoe. I've always in long-term relationships. 70s chick, your grandkids are lucky. My grandma was my favorite person on the planet. I lost her in August. She was 93. Thank you for that, sharing that story there with us, Walter Snowden. And to Wolfie, I if I'm talking over you or anything, I can't hear you. So I don't know if it's a problem on my side or whatever. So don't think that if you're talking to me and I'm not responding, it's just I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
And again, it's probably because I took that call and it did some weird shit to my phone or something. I'm gonna kick you out and come right back, okay, Wolfie? There you go. All right, 70s chick. Yeah. Thank you for that story, Walter. That's what we try to do in here, man. We try to pump each other up if somebody has something on their mind about Christmas or anything at all. Anything. Welcome back. Welcome.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
I was
Not
sitting there
as
listening
loud
to
as you
you.
were, but I can hear you though. A little bit.
Volume's about as high as I can get it. There you go.
Say something again.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, you're real low. It's got to be my phone. It's got to be. I turned my volume all the way up on mine. I don't know what the hell it's doing, boss. We'll get it right one day, huh?
How about now?
Hold on, wait. Sorry for your loss. I didn't want to ever leave them. Stranger Things. Well, I live with them. I live with their mother. My son left us.
That's messed up.
Yeah, sorry, I can't hear you, boss. Not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna have to take off in just a second, actually, really quick, because I got some things I got to attend to. But we're gonna be here all week. I'll be popping up about the same time, between 6 and 7, somewhere in there, and we'll keep it rolling. Some nights will be later than others. Tonight's not a late night, but I need to do a late night. I know I do because you guys are fun as hell. I love talking to every one of you, um, and we get up to some silliness and we have a good time. I had a good time with y'all again tonight. I hope y'all did too, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and maybe my shit will be working again tomorrow, Wolf Eyes, and we can actually get people in here and kind of play some games with it, man, because this is cool, and I like where they're going with it. It just they need some bugs worked out. It's still beta too, by the way. um, but anyway, I love all you guys, and until next time, I'm signing off, and we'll see you tomorrow night, guys. Okay, have a good one.